good morning. Welcome. Welcome to the countdown to Christmas. It has begun officially. Well, it has here anyway. And I didn't want you to miss out on some lovely little bits and pieces that I've been sourcing out for you over the last few weeks. And I thought that as it's coming up to Christmas, we needed a bit of a push here now. So we're going to be doing a little demo every day, Friday today, Saturday and Sunday at 11. Just so we can try and squeeze in as many of the little bits and pieces as we possibly can. So some will have more than one demo and we'll just see how we get on. So today I wanted to start with the latest collection from 2J's Stamp Company, which is with the gorgeous sausage dogs and the funky tree, our little cute snowman, and also the starry night background. So I'm going to make a quick card. I'm going to use these two, the Starry Night and the Snowman, but equally these two could be used with the same layout. I wanted to try and make it as quickly and as easily as possible because I'm aware of now we're getting on to those. We've done a lot of the lovely mantelpiece pleasers, but now we're on to these shorter pieces, ones that are fairly quick. So let's have a go with these. So we don't need to be a colourist with our stamps, but there's tricks of how to make them still look fab. And that's what I'm going to try and do with this little one today. So I'm going to first of all stamp him out. So we've got on this selection, we've got the lovely snowman, but we've also got Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, Let It Snow and Season's Greetings. So you've got a nice little collection there as well. So I'm going to pop him into my stamp, press and press. Let's get everything out of the way. I'm going to use some super smooth white card to stamp him onto because I want to use alcohol markers for this. Can't beat a bit of alcohol at 11 o'clock in the morning, can you, eh? Right. So let's pop him there. Now he isn't vital where I pop him at this stage because I'm going to be cutting him out. So I'm just going to, let's say, put him there. Pick him up. Now because I want to use alcohol markers, such as Pro markers, Copics, Prism, that type of thing, I'm going to be using Memento ink and I want to use it in black in order to get a good image for what I want to do. And so I'm going to stamp him up in that ink. If you were using watercolour, you'd use Versafine or something like that. But I'm going to be using the alcohol markers because you can see he comes out absolutely beautifully. So I'm put the lid back on that one. Now I am going to colour him today, but I have already done one. But I will show you how I coloured this one in. The reason why I've already done one is because I've popped some glitter onto it and I really wanted it to dry before we used it. So subsequently we have got one we did earlier. So I'm going to use some basic colours here. Now I've got actually 3 shades of grey. So that's cold grey, 0.5, 4 and 8 from the Graph Master Cool Grey I should say, collection. And then I've also got number 29, 66, could be 99, who knows, and 22. Okay, so this is for the little nose, this is for his cheeks, and this is for his scarf and part of his hat. So let's first of all just go on to my snowman. Now I don't want to do an awful lot of colouring. I want to make it so that you too can achieve this at home. So first of all I'm going to go on to his hat and he's going to have a black hat. Now I'm not sure if you can appreciate, but if you look at the actual design of this, you will see that on the top of his hat is snow. And so we're going to leave that part, that's going to be glittered. So anywhere where I think there is a little element of snow, we are going to just leave that. Now, as you can see at the moment, I'm just colouring sort of from the ends in, because I just want to put some sort of like a little highlight in the centre. So I'm just doing ends in, if you see what I mean. So that's the darkest colour. Then I'm going in with the next colour, and then over this bit, just going to blend this in so that we have softened the edges. Oh, hold on, forgot that bit. So just want to soften these edges in and blend those two greys in so that you have got, looking as if there's like a little highlight on his hat there. Okay, then I'm going to take this colour again, and I'm just going to go in and give him some branches. So just a little bit colour on his branches, or his arms I should say, not his branches. So that's there. A little bit on his eyebrows. Then I shall come in with the orange for his nose. Oh. Very pale for his cheeks, but you could do them in a brighter colour if you wish. I'm going to give him a little line of grounding him. So this is the very lightest colour, which I'm just going to ground him like that. And then I'm going to colour his scarf. Now, I wanted to take advantage today of using the beautiful watercolour card and glitter card. Got some new colour glitter card in. And I think that if you're doing a very simple design, glitter cards can really just enhance it and make it so that it is really Christmassy, festive. I'm just colouring this in. I'm not being over precious with it, but I just want to try and get that there. So I'm going to be using the blues. Seem to be in a blue mood now, don't I? So this is the very light turquoise. Then on his hat here, he's got a little trim. So I'm going to make that into the blue as well. So that basically is it for him. And then, let's take these colours to one side. Then I'm going to get my little bit of glue, and I'm going to tell you what we could do. Could just trim that down first. We'll do that first. Let's trim him down, because then I might use him right from the beginning. So I'm just going to trim him down now. There's no great particular measurement. I'm just going to trim him so that I'm happy with the way he is. So just so far. So we've got him to 8 centimetres wide, and I just want to take a little bit down from there. So 8 by 9.5. And that gives us our little snowman. So I think what I'll do as well, I shall put him onto, so I'm going to use the midnight blue, but this is also in, this is single card, but it's the same as the Air Force blue and, oh, all the colour blues. Really lovely. So we had 8 by 9.5. So this one's got to be 8.5 by 10. So let's just trim that. And that will give us that little border for him. And then I can finish off what I wanted to do when he's actually in situ. So there's my little snowman, all done, but we need some glitter on his head. So let's just do that. I'll pop him straight onto my glitter here first. As with all alcohol pens, you can see that it seeps through to the other side, which is absolutely normal, so don't be alarmed. But it does mean that it's a bit more difficult to colour in an image if you're going to put it straight onto your card, of course, because it would show straight through. But just be aware of that, that is the norm. So he goes onto there. Now, I'm going to take my glue and I'm just going to put it on to wherever on his hat was this snow. So I'm just going to make it into sort of like a blob of glue, just wherever I think it was, which is fairly easy to do. So that goes on there. You could put it elsewhere, but I'm not going to because I think there's an awful lot of glitter going on there anyway. I'm then going to take my little pot of iced snow, and then I can just grab myself a bit of card, hold on just a second, and pop this onto there. Hold on a second. So I'm just going to put this little bit of snow onto his hat like that. So you can see that that is going to dry off and be slightly dimensional because you've got the actual glue on there, but it just gives that a very easy look. So you don't have to colour any more than that. You could have coloured the hat completely black, just without the, where the snow. You don't have to do that little coloration that I've gone there. But if you just had a black pen just to do the hat and a colour for your scarf, you would have been done. But that just gives you an idea. And so with all of the images that are on there today, on the little stamps, you could just do a very similar design like that. So let's just pop that glue back, snow back, glitter. And now I'm going to take my background die, stamp even, and I'm going to stamp that up. So this is the Starry Night, and I'm going to use that onto here. And I'm just going to stamp that onto this piece of super smooth card again, super smooth white card. But this time I'm going to use VersaFine Clair in Warm Breeze because I want that sort of a colour to this, as this is a similar colour then as the scarf that I used for him. So I'm going to pop that onto there, and I want to make this a bit glittery, so I'm going to use this VersaFine Clair, which is a pigment ink, as if it was like Versamark, that type of thing, to be able to add a bit of glitter to it. Because if I'm quick, this will not dry that quickly and will take my glitter as well. So it's a transparent glitter, embossing glitter I should say. So I'm just going to pop that down like that. So you've got that lovely pattern. And then I'll take that with my embossing glitter, so it's see-through, clear. Cover that all in, tap off the excess, and you can see that, hopefully you can see, that wherever the stamp was, the glitter has stuck to that. Can you see that just about? So I'm just going to shoot the excess back into my pot and then grab my heat gun. So I'm just going to do that. So I'm just going to heat up my gun. So I think that just looks very pretty to give it a bit of a glitter. But by using the VersaFine Clair, you can do the different colours that you want to. So if you were doing the funky tree, then you could use the green, the verdant, or the green oasis. I'm just going over there just to dry this off. I get a chance, I will do some of the ones so that you can see them. So just setting this so that that gives you that lovely sparkle as well. I think that's about done. So I'm going to trim that down. And again, there's no real particular bit how you want it. It's just sort of how you think. So I'm just going to make a straight line to start off with, and then we'll be gauged by how wide that should be. So now I can do it in the width, and I think we will go to about 9.5 with that. That should fit that all in just about how I want it to be. And then if we bring that open, I'll be able to see. And I think by 14 is about right. So that's 9.5 centimetres by 14. So then I need to get my glitter card again. And then so therefore I need to do 10 centimetres, half a centimetre bigger all the way around, by 14.5. So that's enough just to cover it. So then that goes onto there, and we're sparkly everywhere really, aren't we? So let's just pop that onto there. So this is going to go straight onto my blue cards, which could be your waterfall cards or your plain glitter, any of the new colours or whatever you fancy. And then bringing in my card blank, I've already done a little bit of prep. Top folding means that the fold is at the top. So I've got another piece of my lovely card here. So that's going to go straight down onto my card front. And that was 17 centimetres by 17 centimetres. But always check the card that you've got, because they do vary even though they're not supposed to. But they do. So that gives it a very tiny white border all the way around, but I wanted as much room for putting my actual things together. I think I can use my little snowman, because I've sort of been able to do it without having to squash him, because otherwise, of course, I need to let that glue on his hat dry. So before I put this in, I want to pop my sentiment on. So I'm just going to place it how I want it. So that's going to go there. My snowman is going to go there, which just leaves enough room down in this bottom corner to choose one of my sentiments again. I think I'm going to go for Happy Christmas, because I think he looks happy. And I'm just going to pop that in that corner. So because I want to make sure, she says, hopefully, that this is going to be fine, I'm going to put this back into my stamping platform. And I'm just going to keep it roughly there so that I know roughly where it's going to be. And then, actually it hasn't even moved, so let's just pop that there. And I think I will do it in this warm breeze colour again. Okay, so we know that that is in the right place because the card was stuck down then. You could do it in your black as well, but that one I think looks quite nice. We need a bit of foam, of course, so I'm going to put foam behind this one. So I'm going to turn that over and just add some strips of foam. So if you were doing your funky tree, you would use one of the greens, either the emerald, the festive waterfall works as well nicely, or the new leaf green, that works as well. And you would do exactly the same, do your stamp in a green colour for your starry background, using your glitter card to fill in all the back so that it's all sparkly, and simply then with your snowman, with your funky tree, you would stamp him and just colour him with a tiny bit of green, or maybe just even pick out the baubles and things that are on there. So you could, let me bring him back in again, you could just pick out the little baubles and colour that in. You might want to add a few of them, and you've got the little robins down the bottom as well. So I want to put my snowman on there. I want to give him a little bit of a lift as well. So I'm only going to put, because I haven't let this dry, I'm going to be a bit cheeky. I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to put some tape directly onto here. I wouldn't normally do that, but because I want to still use that image, because I think he's come out quite nicely, I'm going to put him on there like that. Whoops. So carefully put him there. I haven't put any underneath that bit. It's not very much hanging over, so I don't think it matters too much. Just be careful not to touch the snow. So there you go. There is your little funky, cute, whatever is called, cute snowman with the starry background. All of the stamps are over on the Maximum Crafts website on the Facebook Live section, until stocks last, of course. And I've also put a link there to all of the different glitter cards and waterfall cards that we've got back in stock as well. Okay, so I hope you can join me tomorrow, Saturday the 19th of November at 11 o'clock as well, when I'll be showing you another die-based one tomorrow, so a new die for us. So take care till then. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to share this as much as you can, and subscribe at the bottom if you haven't already, because if you haven't, I don't know why you haven't. Take care then. See you soon. Bye.